Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So to this video, if you are new here guys, just don't forget to watch this video until the end and also like and subscribe. So this video I'm going to share you guys what is the difference between province Filipina and city Filipina. The Filipina who come from the city and even working in the city, and also the Filipina that come from the province. Based on my experience and also what I learned and what I know about here in the province, so I'm gonna share you guys the idea what is the difference between of the two of those. Okay, first thing is we're gonna go on to the province girl. Okay. A lot of people saying that province girl are, they are a good wives, and also yeah, I can consider that. Most likely a lot of Filipina that come from the province, they learn from their parents in the old age that, when you have a husband, you're supposed to take care of your husband, taking care of the household and taking care of everything what he's need, because he is out there and working in the fields, and he is the one who bring the money in to the family. And Filipino are supposed to taking care of everything in the household. But what I've learned, just say that me, when I was 16, I went to Manila and start working as a maid. And when I get back here and I go back and forth to the city and then the province, but I never remove those province life that I have here in Philippines. I still can come back here, and no matter what, I have nothing or I still have this motion. I know how to consider myself with nothing and have something and don't have nothing. So I know how all those things work. But some certain Filipina who are working in the city, she have a hard time to go back in the fields or in the province and live that life there, that how it used to be when she left. So she have a hard time to readjust again herself, because she like this life that she have in the city. So between when it comes on dating a Filipina that come from the province, most likely they are shy Filipina. Most likely she don't know what it's like eating in a restaurant. Once you bring her around like in the city, she most likely don't know what she wants, and she most likely didn't have this experience having a food or places that you will bring her. She don't know how she will react with that. It's gonna be too much with her, and she start getting shy and all that for you. So you need to make her comfortable. When you bring her into that environment, you need to make her like safe for you, so she can start getting herself comfortable and not those too much attraction in her, that oh my god, a lot of people around me dressing like this and I dress like this, like that. So it's gonna be too much in her, so you need to guide her and make sure that she's okay and protective from your hands. So anyway, so when it comes to dating, she gonna be like shy when you introduce her like in sex, and the most likely knows only like basic. If you think yourself that you need to explore yourself to make your Filipina satisfied, honestly, you don't have to do that, because some Filipina, especially if she's come from the province, the only thing that she know, just basic, it's already make her satisfied. So you don't need to do all type of lefting right and lefting left for you to make her satisfied. You don't actually do that. Another thing is guys, when it comes to dress, is different than the Filipina in the city. She dressed like most likely big dress or pants.
You might think to yourself,
Like it's kind of odd for you, but you need to teach her and you need to guide her when it comes to that, because the only thing that she know what it is, how she dress. But this time I can consider that with my, when I was 16, that's how we guys dress. Like, we just dress like basically always t-shirt, big pants and all that. So the only time I know how to dress a little bit better when I get to the city and I start working in the city, Manila, and then I can see that some Manila girl they dress like that, and I adjust myself to do that. But eventually, if you have a Filipina that they have this type of situation, she will basically adapt that very easy, especially this time if you have a young Filipina. And then the negative when dating a young Filipina is, I'm not saying it all Filipino are this way, but actually what I heard and learned based on what I noticed this time, some young Filipina, they like to go in college, and some of them they start dating a older men, and so their older men can support them in college, and then by the time they get done their college, then they ignore those older men, and basically he's not exist anymore because he already finished his college and she got a nice job, and basically forget about you. I'm not saying all Filipino are this way, but most likely that's the negative that I would say that some older men that they go through, but it's very common now. And I see that in our Rafi Tofu show in the Philippines. So when I was 16, because the cell phone is not active how it is right now, like basically know how to work, clean, washing clothes, cleaning the house, make sure everything are taken care of without you asking. But this time, what I notice is some of kid or some of the Filipina, they are into their phone, and also you gotta literally tell them what to do when it comes to a household. But I'm not saying it all, but I just noticed that what I saw around here in my province, they always on the phone, and their mom, they have a hard time to tell them what to do and all that. But yeah, it doesn't like when I was 16 that we literally know what to do around that time. We don't our mom like yell at us and tell us what to do. When it comes to that right time, morning and the evening, we already know what we need to do. We start cooking food, and by the time my mother comes home, I already have coffee for them. Even though my mom, she didn't give money for when it comes to our like food, something, something like that. I just go to the fields and look for a vegetable and cook rice and make a coffee for them, so by the time they got home they already have a food. They don't have to worry about how they can find, because I go to the field. And that's why when I left, when I was 16, my mom was really like, have no choice around that time. But it was a disappointing because they're not used to that. But honestly, it was a crazy situation around that time. I get homesick because that was my very first time. But this time, to be honest, a lot of foreigners, they are looking for a Filipina that come from the province, because I'm not saying it all Filipina are always into the phone. They have some Filipina, they know what to do, honestly. So the city girl, most likely this is the thing that you are going to notice is the city girl, she know how to make money in the city. She don't lay on anyone, and she is more knowledgeable when it comes to dress, makes herself better, and she is more responsible person. And but not all knows how, like when it comes to cleaning, like when it comes to I would say cleaning for themselves. Yeah, they are good at it. But for based on my experience when I was working in the city, and I was at the bid spacer, I I stayed there, for a couple years, and being in a bid spacer and around with some Filipina, but I'm not saying it all, but some Filipina who lives there, some of them that come from the province, they are very busy. I would say if you are want to cleanliness for yourself, of course you gotta do that to yourself. But what I notice is they are basically a little bit lazy to clean up even the bathroom, the place how they sleep and all that. That's kind of no good. So they have hard time to clean those things, but yeah, they know how to clean for themselves. So but I'm not saying it all, okay, like I always said, not all. They have certain people that maybe they are tired and they don't have a time to basically to do that. And but you know what, for me, even though I'm too tired, I just gonna need to clean up because I cannot sleep when it's dirty around it. But you know, some certain people, they're basically maybe used to that, so who knows, we cannot judge it. But that's the only thing I notice is. And some city girl also, they usually some of them used to have a nanny, and you know, somebody are uh, she is most likely a little bit like high up there, and when it comes to a dating, she's not gonna be like following you or like put herself, you know, like taking care of you when it comes to that, because she's not used to that environment, and maybe she don't see that to her parent, because some of them, their parents are working, and the nanny who are taking care of them, it's not like her in the province. Most in Filipina, they are watch and see that to their parents. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you guys on my next video. Ciao.